back everyone to the Big Top Podcast where we talk about everything that happens everywhere in the world and youths and Africans and, stuff that happens in Abuja basically because we are based in Abuja and to be honest, if you look at our data, I'm supposed to introduce our guests. We have Rhia B on the podcast today.
Hey guys.
I'm bowing down.
Thank you.
You're glistening right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm a queen. I always have to shine.
The drip is dripping. I was going off on how we are like Abuja's like number one podcast, and basically like our data has history. Abuja's history, because I want the audience to know like what this podcast is and like what is the strong hand of it and like what makes it the biggest podcast. Like if you look, this is we are going to go into, we'll dive into that a little bit, but first off we want to know, for people who may have not heard of Rhia B, can you please introduce yourself to us?
Okay, so I'm Rhia B. I'm a musician. I do different types of genre, so R&B, Afro pop. I'm trying to diversify and not just be the typical artist. What else? I love a lot of like creativity. I play a lot. That's basically what it is.
You love a lot of creativity and you play a lot.
I like do some fashion stuff. I draw.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're an artist.
Yeah.
That's great. So like majorly the form of art that you are practicing
is music. Mainly music.
Why did you choose music out of every other form of art that you're in love with?
I think I fell in love with music because of my mom, to be honest, because she's been a Celine Dion and Whitney Houston fan, and literally every time I have to like listen to them, and she's always singing and everything. And it's not just her, my brothers were also rapping, my cousins too were rapping and singing, and I fell in love with Shakira. So many people that I could like look up to. It was just lovely, them passing their message through like music. It's just, music has a lovely tune to it. So it's like I fell in love with it instantly. And then I went for a concert that just made me like go like, I need to do this. I saw Beyonce perform and I was like,
when?
This was like, I think 2014 or 2015. I can't remember exactly. But I was just like, oh my God. I knew I wanted to sing, but now I'm sure I'm going to sing. I have to. Wow. I was like, the way she could pass her message and I could like relate to her.
Yeah.
And the things she was doing. I was like, these are things I want to do. And it's amazing to be able to like do this and show people how beautiful music is. Yeah. I just felt like I have this talent. I can't hide it anymore. Yeah. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So that's how I fell in love with music.
I hear that. To be honest, Beyonce is an amazing performer. Like
amazing.
Her shows, and now with Blue Ivy on tour is like looking insane.
Like crazy. 11-year-old is kicking it.
Yeah. I can imagine do you remember exactly what album or like what tour?
I think it was the Formation tour.
Oh.
It was mad.
Amazing.
And she had raw water splashing
everywhere.
She had,
like,
it was
military.
mad.
Yeah.
With like the dancers, the lighting, everything. It was
so that was the moment for you where you're like, yes, this
that
music
was
is
the
beautiful.
moment that I was like, I'm not
this.
turning back.
Yeah.
Definitely going into music.
That was inspiring for sure. So you have a single called it's about money. Let me get my facts right. I was just on it just now. Yeah, it's called Money. So I was right. Whistle featuring Peruzzi.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one track of you that is on Apple Music right now. Are you aware?
No, there are other tracks.
There are other tracks on Apple Music.
You're searching the wrong name.
So it's Rhia Bello.
It's Rhia.
Rhia.
Yeah.
Bello. Okay. But this track was on
this
that.
This was when I was using RI, but there's someone else that has that name. So.
Okay. Because I was even going to bring that up if you are aware of someone that has the same.
So that's why I had to change it to the Rhia.
Okay, so your body of work musically, how many? Do you have an EP out or do you have only singles?
I have an EP out and I have some singles, and I am planning on bringing out some other singles and also an EP, hopefully before the end of the year.
Okay. What is the title of the EP?
I don't know yet.
Oh, the EP is
It's
not
just
out.
it's not yet out.
Okay.
Oh, the one that's out?
Yes, the one that's out.
Discovery.
Discovery.
Yeah, because then I was just trying to try things and discover my talents. So I was like,
Okay.
I even went into rapping, you know. That was like my
Okay.
first attempt rapping.
And you released
So-
this EP in what year?
This was 2019.
2019.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. You know what? Let's go back a little bit since we are going like 2019.
Mm-hmm.
We actually went to the same secondary school. If you
Yeah,
remember.
we did. I remember.
Funny thing, the last guest was in the same secondary school as I was in, but that was before I moved to Peset House. I was in CKC, then I came to Peset House, and around 2018, that was when I was aware that you made music and you were on stage and
I was everywhere.
yeah,
at some
everywhere and
point.
doing stuff.
Mhm.
So the question is like, where have you been? Yeah.
Okay, so when I came back, I went straight into music, like full force.
Yeah.
But the problem is my dad fell ill,
Hmm.
and it was just draining. So like we had to like most of us had to like pause on everything without even knowing. So my music, it was like I would come drop this, go back, come drop this, go back, but I couldn't really focus on music. So he died in 2021, and he just
Bless his soul.
messed everything up for a while. Like I couldn't emotionally connect. I couldn't like sing happy songs or do anything I wanted to do. It was more of like just I was sad at that moment. But then thankfully now I'm trying to come back. So that's why there has been a break since like 2019 and now. So now I'm just trying to get back there.
Okay.
Because that was the one thing my dad kept telling me. You
Yeah.
want to do this, go for it. Never do anything on like, don't do anything mediocre. We don't do that in our house. You have to go. This is what you want to do. Go full on. I don't care. So I was like, okay, you know what? I need to get back on my feet and I need to get back to music.
I love that. You're back. And your most recent single that is out is titled Leave It.
Yeah.
Leave It. Please, can you give us like where did the name come from? Why did you title
Okay,
it
so
Leave It?
funnily enough, how this happened is we were listening to the beat. It's Ace Keys that produced it, and it had this Michael Jackson vibe. And so my sister and I were like, Steph and I were like,
Yeah.
oh God, no. Steph was like, it's giving me this kind of vibe, and I was like, yeah. And we just started singing on it, and all we kept hearing was leave it. Life is for the living. Life is for enjoyment.
Yeah.
Literally, that's how the name came up. So it was that part we had first, the leave it
Yeah.
part. So we did it. Then I started coming up with more things. So literally, it's just about having fun,
Yeah.
not caring about what anybody's going to say or anybody's going to like do. Just have fun. You have only one life.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So Leave It.
Mm-hmm.
That's why. So musically, what is the mission and vision of Rhia as a brand?
I have very big plans. Oh my God. So, okay, I am hoping that with my music, I can win a Nobel Prize.
A
It's
Nobel
not
Prize.
just-
that's
Yeah, it's
that's
not,
for like scientists. or
No,
stuff.
there's a category for
Okay,
music
for
and
musicians,
art.
yeah.
But it's like you have to do extremely well. In fact, it's like I think just 2 people that have it. So that's
Who is
how
that?
big.
Do you know?
I've forgotten his
Wow,
name
okay.
is Bob something, but
Okay.
I've forgotten. So
Not
like
Bob
I
Marley,
researched,
sha, it's
no,
not-
not Bob
okay.
Marley. I went into it and I was like, okay, I'm not just doing music because I just want to do it. I want to like impact people's lives. I want people to know that music is not just a hobby because that's what most parents say. I want them to understand that this is actually a good way of living.
Yeah.
So I want to get Grammys and the Nobel Prize. That's my top
That's
achievement.
That's the
The
peak
Nobel Prize.
of
That
it,
is what
yeah.
I'm going for.
A Nobel Prize out of
Yeah,
music.
out of music.
Wow.
I want people
believe
to
your
know
word.
that you can do that.
Yeah, that's well. I believe in you. I believe when you say you want to do something, you go for it and you
Definitely.
get it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. I just like I feel like this is the first time that definitely I feel this is the first time I'm conversating with you. I've known you from school. I mean just at shows and everything, but I feel
Yes,
like
first time we're
myself
having a
and
proper
and
conversation.
other people like things that they want to know about you. Like what is a day in the life of Rhia B?
Ooh.
Like why are you like what? Yeah.
You want me
what
to cast
interests
myself?
you? Yeah, there's
Okay.
a podcast, cast for cast in the podcast.
So my day is I wake up. I'm trying to be more religious now, so I'm trying to start praying. So
Yeah.
I wake up, try to pray, and then look at the ceiling, think of what I'm going to do. Sometimes I start writing
You
music.
say look at the ceiling. Is that part of it?
That is really part of it. I always
Okay,
look at the
okay.
ceiling to think
Okay.
about what I want to do
Yeah.
that day. go check Instagram. It's funny how I'm always on Instagram, but I'm not always on Instagram. I don't know how to explain it. It's like I'm just going through stuff, but I'm not really going through stuff.
It's like doom scrolling.
Yes, it's just like,
it's like
then I drop my phone.
Yeah.
I'm always disturbing my sister, or always like fighting Steph and I.
Yeah.
Then after that, I try sometimes, because I'm trying to improve myself. I try to pick up some things to study, like some books. Like now I'm reading this book, Art of Seduction. Because I mean, in order to be a performer, you also have to be able to seduce your crowd. So like I try to like get myself up and better myself.
Yeah.
Because every time I do,
I found that really interesting.
Yeah.
Seducing the crowd and reading the book Art of Seduction.
Yes,
Have you started reading it already?
Yeah, I started reading it.
Does seduction always have to be sexual?
No.
Okay. So seduction
You
is
can
about
actually be seductive by being just playful.
Okay.
Because it reminds people of how they were when they were younger, so you draw them to you sometimes, but it doesn't work on everybody. So that's why I'm reading the book to learn the different stages and different.
I mean, how do you know it doesn't work on everybody? Is it
basically their response to it? Because some people don't like when you play. Some people are very serious and uptight. So you have to find a way to break it, break.
I feel like it works with psychology and you're speaking about being playful and connecting with their inner child.
Yeah.
So people who may appear super serious and stuff, maybe it's due to some traumas, right?
Yeah,
dealing with some of that
basically
stuff.
having a lot of responsibility. A lot of people are like that, so sometimes you have to make them understand that they can actually let that guard down and have fun. Life is literally just about fun. It would at the end of the day, it's God that put us here for a reason.
Yeah.
Whatever you plan to do, if it's not meant to be this way, it's not going to be that way. So even if you're so rigid, at the end of the day, you just get sad over nothing. You might as well just go with the flow, and I do that a lot. So let me see. My day, I eat. I hardly eat. Yeah. So I'm trying to put in more effort to actually eat.
Okay.
It's crazy. So I don't really do anything in there apart from like trying to get my music better. And I'm learning how to, piano now. I'm taking piano classes. And also gymming and dancing at the same time, because I know where I want to be. So I have to make all the sacrifices now.
Yeah. So when you say you know where you want to be, when you say you know where you want to be, can you elaborate on that?
Okay, so
mentally, physically.
Mentally, I want to be able to financially.
This money too much.
Yeah, I want to. Financially, I want to be on in fact, before I'm 30, I want to be on Forbes list. 30 under 30. From
your mouth to God's ears.
Yep. Then if it's in terms of mentally, I want to always be happy. Like, people tell me this that actually makes me, I didn't understand how good deep it was until I actually got sad at some point. They keep telling me, they're like, your energy is infectious. You're so happy. I'm sad, and you rubbed off on me. And someone literally rubbed off on me for me to realize that, oh wow, me being a happy child on normal day is a big deal. So that's who I want to be. I want to always be happy. I want to not. I don't want to hold things.
So someone rubbed off on you that you've been.
Okay, so child. Everyone keeps telling me you're always so happy. You rub off on us. We love you around because you make us happy.
Your energy.
I didn't understand how much of a big deal that was until I got sad. Like after my dad died, and I was so sad. Literally, it took one person being there with me and being so happy, and literally I couldn't be sad because that person was there, and I didn't. It was then I knew what it meant to be happy, to have someone to actually give you that infectious vibe, like that positive vibe. And I was like, oh, okay, this is a quality I don't want to ever let go. So in terms of mental space, I want to always be the positive, happy person, someone that can come. You can be sitting down angry, and I'm like, Oi. Yeah. You must be happy. I want to stay that person. I never get too serious with my life, no matter what. Then in terms of my career, I want to be the best I can be. I'm not even thinking about other people. I want to be the best I can be. Like I keep saying, Nobel Prize. People keep saying, ooh, I've never really heard of that. And it's not because other people have done it, I'm thinking about that. No, it's because I want to be able to do that.
Yeah.
From science, because I studied medical pharmacology. Yeah. From that, I already wanted to win a Nobel Prize. And then I researched and found out, okay, with music, I can do this. Okay. So I might as well. So in terms of music too, I just want to be the greatest I can. through myself, through my efforts and the people around me. I'm not here thinking about, oh, if this person is doing this or not. I don't want to do what people are doing. I want to do what God sent Rhia to do.
Yeah.
Technically.
That's interesting. So you said you studied pharmaceuticology. It's not like a lot of syllables.
Pharmacology.
What drove you into that field of study, and how did you find it?
This story is so funny. I did it actually because of my sister Stephanie. Because let me tell you something. There's something that always happened. When I was younger, I wanted to be a lawyer like my dad. But then I don't know how. I think I started liking integrated science in like just 3.
Wow, integrated
so I was like,
science.
That
subject.
was a long time ago.
Yeah, it just busted
so I was
my
like,
head.
let me do science. And then they used to be like, oh, Stephanie would do science, you would do art. And I'm like, no, why can't I do art? Why can't you say I will do science? Why can't I do science? Why won't you say I will do science? I was like, let me challenge myself. So I went there and I actually told her, I was like, God, it's hard. And she was like, you will do it. I was like, okay, you know what, I'll do it. And I actually wanted to go back to law, but I was like, no, I started enjoying science so much. It was so intriguing. Like the chemical mixtures, I was like, no, definitely, I have to do this. So technically, it's because of my sister Stephanie.
Yeah. So you felt like you were dead, like
it was like I was dead to do it. But then I now fell in love with it, and I'm glad.
Okay.
I'm glad because everyone thought I was going to be a lawyer, but I was like, nah, I'll do science instead. And I just like the fact that it was not. I did what everyone didn't think I could do.
That you could do. And it wasn't like, you say you enjoyed it, so
I really enjoyed it at the end of the day.
Amazing.
It was amazing.
But then you felt more connected to music.
Yeah. I'm still going to use it later in future.
Yeah, of course, no knowledge is a waste. Yeah. So, what should we be anticipating from Rhia B now that you're back?
Okay, so I am trying to drop 2 singles. Then an EP. I have not figured out what the name is going to be yet.
Okay.
But I have like a lot of songs that I'm trying to pick from. It's not smart to have an album now.
It's not smart to have an album now. Do you want to enlighten us on why it isn't?
Okay, so like every time I keep saying I want to drop an album, they're like, no, you actually have to have a track record. You need to be consistent first before you can drop an album. Drop your singles, drop like this amount of singles, drop an EP, drop singles again, see how your fans react from it, because your album is your body of work. It's you explaining to your fans, I understand what you guys need from me, and also I want you guys to hear what I also want to say. So it's not just one way, it's 2 ways. So without having fan engagement, I can't really know what is worthy to be in my album. Do you understand?
I hear you.
Yeah.
So do you work with a team of people? Are you an independent artist?
Actually,
who's giving you all this advice?
I work with a team, but my team is mainly my family and a few more people, but it's mainly family. I'm under a record label, GE Records. GE
Records,
and
the world famous GE Records.
And it's a family record label. So.
That's dope. I like that. So you have 2 singles you mentioned that are coming out. What are the titles?
One is actually an old single. It's Feel Alright Remix.
Feel Alright Remix.
With Mojo and Tenny Tempo.
Is this one that goes
Tempo? Yeah. No, it's not that one. It's the ooh, yeah.
I must see vocals.
Feel Alright.
Okay. Well, I don't think I've ever heard you like sing up like.
Do you want to put me on spot?
Yeah,
now?
please. Yeah, like it was the Feel Alright. The hook. Anything, any soundbite.
Alright. I just want to feel alright. Yeah. Why you put me on the spot?
I'm sorry, like.
I just want to feel alright. Yeah, I just want to feel alright. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. I just want to feel alright. Do. Ooh, yeah.
That's fire. You do have it.
The second one is called Munide.
Munide?
Yes.
What does that mean?
It means I don't need it. So it's literally talking about like you have money and everything. Basically, it's about a girl telling a guy, you have the money, you have this, but that's not what I want. I want your love and affection. I don't need all of that. I can get it from elsewhere. I have that too. It's your love that I want. So it's not just about luxury for me. It's about your attention. So yeah.
That's
And I
amazing.
feel so many people connect to that because a lot of people just try to use money to compensate for everything.
Yeah.
But money is not everything.
Yeah.
Sometimes you actually have to be there for someone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Your time, attention, emotional intelligence. That's something I feel like is important these days.
And that one is coming, like, I came in with the vocals, like.
You came in with the vocals
Yes.
for Monique there.
Yes, it's a jazz song. It's like.
Okay. Okay. So what timeline is it this year that we should be expecting
Definitely
them?
this year.
Okay. Fire. So singles first, then we'll look forward to EP, then furthermore then album and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, speaking about like relationships and some people like talking about money and stuff. I have this question. Yeah, I saw on Twitter or like unpopular opinion. Actually, not on Twitter, on TikTok. Between men and women, who cheats more?
Men cheat more, in my opinion. Yeah.
Unpopular opinion says women cheat more. And I just thought, okay, since I'm having a woman on the podcast
see,
today,
women are catching up now. But the thing is,
they're catching up. Oh my
you won't
God.
catch us. Like, that's the thing about women. We know how to hide it so well.
You guys are
wouldn't
like
know.
CIA.
But let me tell you guys, like, seriously, men cheat more. You can see like 10 out of, like, let's say 10 women, maybe it's just 1 or 2 that are cheating. Guys, it's literally a saying, we are guys, we all cheat. I'm like, bro,
Yeah, but like I feel like the tables are turning a little bit because I saw that today on TikTok and it had me thinking a bit like a day before. Like, the thing is, it's almost be impossible to wait because women never get caught. They're just too sneaky, so you cannot really ever like discover it. But that's a conversation I'm willing to have maybe some other time.
But I'm telling you, a lot of guys, like, do you know what it means to be like having this conversation with guys and they're like, you have to understand, we cheat. It's not, you can hardly hear one person, or maybe highest is one person saying, I will stick to my wife. But women, you to be like, even if we're discussing amongst ourselves, even if we're saying the truth, you find out that maybe it's just like 2 women that actually cheated.
Okay. I just thought because I never knew from like a woman's point of view, like, directly. The other question I wanted to know is do you think men and women can have like a platonic relationship?
Yeah, actually.
How?
They can.
Like, explain it.
No, okay. I know about 2 best friends.
Yeah.
They're up to now. They talk. They do they're always together, but they don't. It's not.
They're just friends.
They're literally just friends.
So,
and
they're both
partners.
single. Okay, and
now they have partners.
Now they have partners, and they're just friends.
Yeah, they just advise each other.
Mm.
Before I was saying no, it's not possible, but
Yeah.
I found out recently that it's actually possible.
So, like, these guys are your case study. It's from only this.
Very few.
It's a very rare case where that can happen.
Very rare. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. I feel like it can be it has to be a very rare case because a lot of time. But both of them now have partners.
Yeah.
Well, you've seen that happen in real life.
Yeah.
I've not seen that happen in real life. So
I actually have.
Yeah.
And the funniest thing is, before, when I was growing up, I was like, oh yeah, it's definitely possible. But when I started seeing that it was always changing, like, you have a best friend now, he'll end up telling you he liked you at some point, and you're like, oh shit, I didn't know. So later I was like, okay, no, it's not possible. But after seeing these people, I'm like, okay, it is possible, but it's just, we don't know, maybe later in future, but
well, I will have this conversation over and over again because, but I mean, this is a revelation for me because I'm sharing your experience. You've seen it happen, so you believe it can happen, and I think that's the case in most scenarios. When you see it happen, then you believe it can happen, then you learn from those people. Yeah. So in your own, like, your love life, what is your love life saying? Yeah, let us in on, like, what is give us some introspective vision on Rhia B's love life. Like, do you have a type?
I really used to believe I had like a type, but I really don't go for my type. So
You really don't go for your type. So what defines your type? Is it like
My type, I thought, was like a really tall guy, muscular, not too muscular to be honest. Then light skin, because to be honest, I like light skin guys.
Yeah.
But now I am more attracted to dark skin guys.
Okay, you're talking about all these are like physical attributes you've
Okay,
mentioned.
so
yeah.
okay, then if it's that, I am actually with my type. Let me put it like this. I like a guy that is confident enough to, technically an alpha male, because people normally make a mistake with this whole stuff, alpha male. They think being an alpha male means you don't listen to a lady or something. But actually, an alpha male is a guy that is able to listen, that is able to be masculine and still, okay, if I need someone to help me polish my shoe right now in front of people, he doesn't care. He will do it because it doesn't remove anything from him.
Yeah.
He can serve as much as he can lead.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like that. He's confident in his
Yeah, so
masculinity.
I love a confident guy. I would want a God-fearing guy, but if he's not, we can walk around it. I can
Walk around?
I can see if I can bring him to, God. But if he doesn't wanna, I can't force. I don't believe in judging someone based on if they believe in God or not. I've grown past it now, and I'm like, to be honest, some people didn't raise up, like they didn't grow up in that kind of environment. And sometimes church and so many things make people lose faith in God. And it's not you to come and judge. They might still be nice people regardless of if they believe in God or not. So I just believe, yes, I want you to be God-fearing, but if you're not, I can walk around it. I can be God-fearing enough for both of us. I can try all my life to convince you that, okay, there's a God or there's this.
Yeah.
So it's based on what you want to do. I just want someone that would be ready to be my partner, not see that, okay, she's underneath me. I want someone that we can both grow. We will both
Is the person
help
sees
each
you
other.
above them? Is that an issue?
I don't want you to see me above you because I'm not. I'm here to support you. You're here to support me. That's the reason why we're together. God didn't remove me from, if we want to use it in the Bible
biblical
way,
story,
He didn't take me from your leg or He didn't take me from your head. It's literally from your side.
Really?
So we're meant to
Okay.
support each
Yeah.
other. So
That's-
I don't
I
want
like-
someone that sees me as above him.
Yeah, I like your perspective. It makes sense to me. So let's go back to music. So singles, you dropped 2 singles last year.
Yeah.
From now that I'm on your page on Apple,
Yeah.
which is Carolina and Love It, and I realized that this Carolina is featuring Odumodu Black,
Yeah.
which your label mates or you were once label mates when
We were once, yeah. Yeah.
So how was that? How was it working with him? How was it being label mates? What was that experience for you?
It was very nice because I remember when we're like doing the song, he came up, he was like, oh, I have this idea. When we listened to the beat, we were like, yo, it's mad. Oh, he was like, I have this idea, it's gonna be like back and forth. I was like, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Let it be interactive. You're saying something, I'm replying. So he started with something, and I was like, wait, I have an idea. I was thinking about something along the line under the sheets, and he was like, Rhia, that is mad. I know what I'm going to do now.
You say you were thinking of an idea on that.
Like, I was literally just like, I'm thinking of an idea. Imagine I'm like the freak under the sheets and all the shit, and he was like, girl, Rhia, yes, you're onto something.
Yeah.
So he started writing like things, and then I started writing, and I was just vocalizing, and then it was like I was giving him more inspiration. So they just kept saying, record that. So it was so nice because we did it in one day. Literally, it was not even like for hours.
You guys were both in the studio.
We were both in the studio. Okay. It was not. It didn't even take time. It was literally as this person is doing this, the other one is coming to do this. It was so nice, and it's like one of the easiest songs I've ever made. It was too fun.
Oh, I like the melody. I just like listening to
you. Because we were thinking about something. All these Nigerian movies about how people used to jazz, and Caroline, basically everyone used to say she's a mommy water because she's so goddamn beautiful and she's light skinned, and Osmond was like, let's use this. So we just kept going.
Yeah, so it was just like a flow session.
Nice. Yeah.
So the 2 singles 2022 and the first single of this year that is coming out, I think we should like have that special announcement so people can anticipate it. You say what is the title and when should we be expecting it?
The first single is Feel Alright Remix. That's the
Feel
first
Alright
one
Remix,
coming out.
yeah.
It's coming out in October.
In October?
Yeah.
But there's no date yet?
There's no date yet.
But
then the second one I'm planning towards end of October, beginning of November.
Okay. How would you say like your experience in Abuja as a female artist that has been around for a minute?
It's
from when you started, what has the scene been like to what it is now?
It's not really been nice being a female artist, to be honest, because like you, especially I don't know, especially in Abuja, because I went to Lagos and I had a whole as different treatment. In Abuja, you're like, oh, I want to sing. They're like, everybody can sing. What makes you special? I'm like, okay,
I don't think everybody can sing, to be honest.
I'm like, you know, the thing is, anybody can learn how to sing, to be honest. But it's not everyone that can actually use the talent in a different way, in an amazing way. Because some people can sing, but like what they bring out is like so amazing. So I feel it's even more of the grace around it. So they would be like, yeah, everyone can sing, let me hear. And then I'm like, okay, so this is what I have. They're like, no, it's too soft. We don't want soft stuff. Nigeria, we want hardcore, like proper, like,
see, that's
you know,
the thing. They start trying to define you into a genre.
In
What if
Abuja,
you're a soft babe and you're expressing yourself?
You to do a certain type of music. But when you're in Lagos now, like I went to Lagos and I was talking to some people, oh, this one I want to do. These guys were like, yes. I was like, I want to do a country song. They said, when you're ready, let me know. It was a whole lot different. And Lagos, I noticed they don't look down on anybody. They believe anybody can actually have potential. So like when you're talking to them, they're just like, yes, this. But Abuja, we don't help each other out. You meet a promoter or someone that is organizing an event. Okay, I want to perform. What does it take for me to perform all this? And it's so stressful. Like they actually make you get tired, and it's so annoying. And that's why I understand why most people go to Lagos. But I'm so glad that Odumodu found a way to do it.
To break through for all of us. Yeah.
So it's not easy.
The level mate, so like this synergy is there.
Yeah, and they don't want to listen to you, especially the fact that you're a lady. Because there was a time, like Odumodu and I were together, we were talking about Carolina, and the guys were look. This was literally how it was. So Odumodu, how far? What do you want to do? I was like, he was like, this is Rhia song.
Oh yeah.
Then they now look, they're like, oh, but you will come up with more ideas. And he was telling me then, he was like, if it was Lagos now, do you know it's even you they'll be stopping, not me. I was not like, I was like, but that's how Abuja is. Yeah. We don't really help each other, and I wish we could do that, because like we have a lot of talents in Abuja.
Yeah, we have a lot of talent.
I've listened to so many people, tried to work with so many people that are so good. But the problem is there's no one to help them out. It's crazy.
So like Abuja, that means like, I mean, that's a word out for like label people, everyone that is in the gatekeeping position. Yeah, like let's come together and like let's help each other, and don't criticize what someone is doing and say they have to do this. Instead, like
let them do what they want to do.
Yeah, let them do what they do. And instead, like put more fuel in like their things so it gets better. I think that's a great place to round up, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, if anyone that may have not heard of you before, at least like they know a little bit about you now. Everything about Rhia B is going to be in the description of this video, so please check the description for our social media handles, phone number, WhatsApp.
Phone number. Please no.
Okay. Yeah. And the new single is coming out this October, so stay tuned for that. Yeah. Thank you so much for gracing us.
Thank you.
And looking glamorous on the podcast today.
Thank you.
It's an honor to have you. It's Big Talk, the biggest podcast. Thank you for liking, subscribing, following. Please keep doing that.
Thank you guys.
And please follow Rhia B on everything. Check the link in the description. It's Big Talk, the biggest podcast. Peace be outside.